Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Hello, how are you doing? I pray that everybody is doing well today on this beautiful Sunday morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Tammy Lily YouTube channel, where we do reviews, we talk to authors, we talk to business owners. The goal of this particular channel is to support. That is what my movement is. Hashtag begin support. Hashtag support begin support. So let me first start by introducing myself. My name is Tammy Lily. And make sure you hit the subscribe button down the bottom, as well as hit the notification bell so you can get updates on all interviews that come in, because we have some awesome ones coming up, as well as an awesome one today. All righty. I am the owner of this particular YouTube channel, as well as the business owner of KRC Tax and Business Services, where we offer tax preparation, tax resolution, as well as notary services. But we're not going to sit here and talk about me too much, but just make sure you remember KRC Tax and Business Services for your tax preparation needs when tax season roll around, because you know it's right around the corner. Today we have an awesome author, an awesome young lady, and we're going to get into her book. And I want to start off by first allowing her the opportunity to introduce herself.
Hello. Thank you, Tammy, for having me. It is definitely a pleasure. And I also want to tell you congratulations on your book that you published.
Yes.
So I will tell a little bit about myself. My name is Brandi Kanesha. I just published my first book, P.A.M. Jones, Summer '89, Poe, Black, and Gifted. I am a Texas native, born in Nacogdoches, Texas, little old Nacogdoches. Michigan State alum. I have a daughter, a high schooler. She's 15. I love writing, music, traveling. I think that's about it.
Awesome. Now, you are not right now in the States. If you could tell us a little bit about where you are.
Oh yeah, look, I forgot that part. So I am from Texas, but I currently live in Hangzhou, China. It's about 45 minutes outside of Shanghai. And this is my second year here. So it's, despite all the COVID madness, chaos, as I call it, it's really been a good experience. I'm actually teaching kindergarten, and this is my 11th year teaching kindergarten. Don't ask me how that happened. I'm just surprised I keep coming back each year. But China has definitely been a great experience for me.
Awesomeness. Okay, well, we have this particular book. Is this your first book?
This is my first book. This is my baby. This book has been a long time coming. Actually, I started it almost 10 years ago and just finally got it published. So I'm very happy to have completed it and published it.
Well, that's awesome. You know, it don't matter when you get those accomplishments done, as long as they get done. So that is awesome. Sometimes
exactly
it's a little longer, but it's okay. You know, I mean, that's just like, you know, if I put something in the crock
definitely
and I'm cooking it, it takes hours to eat it. I mean, to cook it and so forth. But that's the best roast you could ever have. It just be falling apart. So, you know, sometimes some things that come.
Okay, exactly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
What inspired you to be an author?
Well, when I was growing up, I loved reading. Actually, me and my older sister, we would read books during the summer, all summer.
Okay.
So I really liked reading. Now, because of time, I've kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
But I always loved reading good books. And about 2009, I said I wanted to write a book, and it was actually during a kind of low time. I was laid off. It was during the whole bank bailout, that whole business. I was recruiting financial advisors. And I also started getting my certification for teaching. So that started a whole, another career path. But I also began writing, and I've always journaled, especially through high school and college. So writing for me was very therapeutic. So I would write, and who else to write about than me? So the book is actually, it is fiction, but it's heavily autobiographical. So a lot of the things that happen in the story are from when I was growing up, experiences that I've had, experiences that I saw, and then there's a lot of things that I made up. So no one can sue me because it's fiction.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I like the fact that you were saying that you enjoyed reading as a child during those summer times, because a lot of times you get that big long list of reading to do, and a lot of us, I know me personally, I was running from that list, but you was running right to it. That's awesome, and that really blessed you and took you in a place where you wanted to be, especially as a teacher, and teaching those impressionable kindergartners.
Yeah.
Well, with writing this book, becoming an author, tell me a little bit more about your inspiration. Because I know you was at a low point, but when we do great things, we're still inspired in our low point. So, what was your inspiration?
Definitely. I've again read a lot of books and by a lot of great authors. And here recently, because I teach kindergarten, I read a lot of children's books. But the last adult book that I read for fun was, of course, Michelle Obama, Becoming. And I had pretty much completed my book, before I read her book. But for 2020, that was a goal that I wanted to publish my book. And I wrote it down and I did it. So that was definitely, her book was definitely an inspiration because, and look, whenever I get big and famous, I'll say, I used to look at your book and then go type on mine and then look at your book and what did she put? Okay, I'm gonna do this on the like the dedication page. I definitely used that book to help with finalizing my book. So I would say she was definitely an inspiration.
Well, that is awesome. That's definitely awesome. And sometimes it takes certain things to catapult you into things that you started. You'd be surprised about these things that you started some years back, and you come back to them for one.
Right.
And you made up in your mind you was going to get that book done in 2020, and you did it. I applaud you, because I know.
Yes, I'm very proud of that accomplishment.
That's something else. That is, so many different moving parts to it, so many different stages, and you got to do this and do that and learn to do this. So,
Yeah.
if you're out there and you're aspiring to be an author, just know it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of reward when you have your book in your hand. So that is awesome. So congratulations to you for that. So
it definitely is.
Yes, ma'am. So now we have this book right here. Now tell me the book itself, the reading of it. When I was reading through it, it seemed like a really, really easy read book. So who is your target for this particular book when you wrote this book? Who do you want to pick this book up?
So it is definitely Black girl magic. 80s babies, if you grew up during that time, if you grew up poor, Black, and gifted,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
book is for you. If you just grew up poor and Black, it's for you also. If you want to know what it's like growing up in the projects, then this book is a great glimpse into that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, I had read a particular part in here, and I was talking to my son,
Mhm.
and it was the one part where we was talking about, and I just had to laugh because I could just remember growing up that it was like, and I don't want to talk too, I don't want to tell the book, but I do see one particular part in there that kind of remind me of my childhood. It was the thing about, okay, you got into a fight, and it was like you had the instigator, and the instigator would say, well,
Oh yeah.
to hit them. And I was like, oh my God, I remember that. And it's
Yeah.
amazing how,
If you love your mama, put your hand on me.
yeah, you know,
And we used to do that, like hilarious.
and it's funny, you know, how, you see when other kids do that, sometimes when you're in that bubble, you don't think nothing else is happening around like that. And things happen like that, 'Cause I mean, you get that instigator in life, you have the instigator. In life, you have that person that don't really want to,
Definitely.
I mean, yeah, no, but you got the instigator, girl, you better go ahead, you know, pushing you to do something you ain't got nobody business.
Right. Exactly. And it is so funny, after having published the book and having different people read it, that I like to say that Black folks are the same worldwide, look, US countrywide, but also worldwide, because they're like, well, we used to say have the instigator, like having, if you love your mama, put your hand on me, or they used to do all kinds of stuff. And then one lady that I was speaking with, she was saying, well, we used to say bald head scallywag when we, the little chant bald head scallywag, when we were growing up. And another girl, lady, she lives on the East Coast,
Uh-huh.
I think Boston, and she said that they used to say, slight variation, but they used to say, bald head skittle diddle, and got no hair in the middle. And I just died laughing at that, because
I heard
I
that
said
one.
Black folks are the same worldwide.
So colorful.
Hilarious.
We are some colorful people, and I just love my people.
Right.
I
So
love
I love my people
it.
because it's always a good laugh.
Yes, ma'am. I was looking at that stance. I was like, now that right there, that stance right there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So definitely,
Classic.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, are you looking to do more books? Are you currently working on something, or um,
Yeah.
what's your plans for your book? Definitely.
Well, I've already started the second book. I got some really good feedback, and when I initially started writing the book, I knew that I wanted it to be a series, but because it took so long to
Mhm.
write the first book, I didn't know if that would actually happen. But I've already started writing the second book, and I've actually got into it a little bit. So my is not a definite goal, is to have it actually written and finished, the writing portion, by the summer. And
Okay.
then I'll have to set another goal to actually have it published, but I definitely have started it.
Okay. Okay. Awesomeness. Well, if somebody's reading a book about you, and are they looking on the internet, what is the one thing that they cannot find anywhere else about you that you would like for them to know?
Oh goodness. Um, so I always get a little, I don't know. I don't like to talk about myself so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I really thought about that question, but I will say, if you would like to know more about me, that's not in the book, then you can definitely follow me on social media. So I share things on there. You get to see some of my jokes and funnies, at Brandi Kanesha on Facebook. And then my book page is at P.A.M.Jones, Poe, P.O., Black, the letter N, and Gifted. And that's for Facebook and Instagram. So I try to post things on there so you kind of get a little bit more insight into me. But I'm just, just a regular person, regular girl, just trying to experience life.
All right, ain't nothing wrong with that. All righty, well, definitely, everybody should make sure you go out and get her book. If you relate to something that we talked about, definitely want to get it because it definitely jogs up the memories and the fun memories and things that you can laugh at or remember and the similarities. If you want to get an insight and you have no idea what happens behind the scenes in those particular areas, then you want to get this book because it will definitely have you laughing. I believe that it has it's important for all. Oh Lord, my son. Go, baby, go sit down. Go sit down. Huh? Okay, I'll get a tablet for you in a little bit. Go sit down. So, yeah, I said in a little bit. So, no. That's my adult special needs baby. That's
okay.
There he is. Tell me how we can get in touch with you. Tell us again your social medias. Tell us again how to get in touch with you if somebody would like to get in touch with you and how they can get this book.
Okay, well, the book is available on ebook and paperback on Amazon.com. You can contact me or follow me, or add me on social media. Facebook and Instagram is at p.a.m.jones, Poe, P-O, Black, the letter N, and Gifted. And you can also add my actual page at Brandi Kanesha.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can follow me on those things and see how how everything follows along.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is definitely a legacy to be left. And I know that this is something that you could definitely pass on because it's timeless. It's just, it doesn't matter, if we're talking about 20 years from now, it's timeless. It's things that's happened. So this is definitely a legacy for you to pass on to your daughter. So definitely, that's why I definitely love books. Definitely something you could pass on. All right, Miss Brandi, I want to thank you so much for taking it out. The time difference is like so dramatic. I think it's like, 13 hours you said?
Yes, it's a 13-hour time difference. So it's 10 p.m. here. It's 9 a.m. in Texas.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, definitely thank you so much for taking the time out and talking with me, chatting with me, talking about your book. And I enjoyed the time with you. And that's basically it. Thank you so much. And everybody out there, make sure
Thank you again.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Make sure you get a book. Get her book. It's definitely something that, is a very good read. It's a very easy read. It has, just everything in it, life living in Nacogdoches in the projects. And was right by you. I was actually in Marshall, Texas. So I'm not far from where you live.
Oh, you were right up the road. Definitely right up the road in Marshall.
Yes, ma'am. So I can relate to a lot of these things in here, a lot of them. So, but thank you so much for chatting with me. And thank you so much. Again, you have a very blessed day and much, much, much blessings to your future endeavors. I can't wait to see this new book coming out. Definitely, keep it on the series because, it's so much. It's a lot. There's a lot to be told and the story needs to be told and be put out there so people can see. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.